As you can see, we're attacking a Battanian army here. They're trying to siege Croatia, so obviously we're not going to let that happen. And we're going to just cut down this full army here. Nice. Ooh, luckily they didn't. I was going to say it's a nice battle for a bridge, but luckily they're not going to hold it. If they were, that would definitely be bad. But luckily they're not going to, which means we can move our cavalry over there. We can honestly just merge the missile cav and the normal archers. And then just dismount. I'm not going to be in too bad a position here. Also, the good thing is they are technically the attackers because they're sieging our fief. And they are actually sieging Croatia, so we've got their reinforcements as well. Which means we're just going to hope to crush them here. But obviously, the West's about to die. Also, two different armies. One army is sieging... Well, actually, there's three armies. There's Atricon. There's an army trying to siege Atricon. There's an army that's sieging Ronti. And then there's an army going to siege Poros. So Atricon's, I think, getting taken. And Ronti's getting sieged. So it's looking very good. It's looking like if we just take the one town that isn't planning on getting sieged, we might just be able to kill them right at the start of this episode here. Obviously then Battania is going to be the last kingdom really putting up a fight against us. Which, I'm not really sure what we're going to do after this campaign ends. I'm really not sure what we're going to do. Oh, I do need to be careful about being champion though. Yeah, but we're just straight up pushing them here, which is obviously beautiful. They're actually falling back to the bridge, which isn't going to be great. They have lost most of their lords though, because obviously the Battanian lords are on foot. So that's obviously pretty good. We do need to absolutely just cut them down here though. We've got 75 kills to 5, which is pretty good. We do outnumber them not 2 to 1. I think we outnumber them by 500 actually. I think our actual army fully grown with all of the men in is 2 to 1. But currently I think we outnumber 500. They have 1,000, we have 1,500. Which is still a pretty good advantage. I'll still definitely take it, especially with the amount of kills I'm getting right here. Plus our field champions should be able to just get a lot of kills. They should be able to pick up a lot of kills. Ooh. Yeah, they've lost a lot of their men. Obviously, it's not just going to be the victory, just like that, but it is looking very, very nice. Especially if we take down some more lords. Because there's a lord right here. Yeah, there, we managed to kill another lord. I think we probably killed about 7 lords at this point, single-handedly. Which I think is pretty impressive. Plus, their lines are just getting broke. I think we're just going to charge the cavalry right in here. Because if they can just sweep some of these archers and stuff, that's going to be very, very nice here. But, like I said, I think we're probably going to siege Zionica, because there's 3 fiefs left. Ronti, Poros, and Zionica. Zionica seems like the heaviest defended, probably. But Ronti's getting sieged, Poros is getting thought about getting sieged, so the only thing that's not getting sieged is Zionica. So why not lead a massive army up to Zionica? Take it. But obviously that's going to be quite nice if we do take it. But we're just absolutely destroying the Battanians here. Yeah, I think I've went ahead and killed like 9 lords at this point. Ooh. Yeah, they only have 60 men, but we're losing some cavalry. Which I don't particularly want to be doing. So we're going to peel the cavalry back. Because he lost quite a few cavalry members there. I think he was getting caught up with all their men. And we're a bit overstretched in terms of men. I think it's better to just fall back a little bit here. Because it doesn't really matter if we lose like 200 men or something, but obviously the more men we save, the more we can push the west with, and I want to have to gather more men into my army. Oh, I actually went down. I didn't notice I was low there. That's not too bad though. That's definitely not too bad. We're still crushing them here. Yeah, we're definitely crushing them here. We're just taking it with brute force and numbers, which is pretty expected. Yeah, we're just running through their lines. Yeah, we're absolutely just crushing them here. This is obviously going amazingly, and I think we will siege Gionica. Yeah, that's the victory here. So obviously, I think we're going to be back once we're sieging Gionica. I think we're going to have a quick look at the map here. Then I'll decide if we're sieging Gionica. Well, we most likely will be, though. Oh, they've still actually got 500 men left, but I'm too weak to help. So we're just going to send troops here. Yeah, we took basically no losses. I don't think we really need a relation with them actually here. I think we've got pretty perfect relation with the Battanians here.
Enough. I am your prisoner.
We might not with him. We actually do with him. Do we have 100 relation with all of the Battanian lords? He might actually be willing to join us here. Which could be good. We can obviously go ahead and see. I'm not going to take the men. Obviously it's Battania only, but I could donate them. But either way, how many fiefs does he own? If we manage to get him to join us here. I think he might only own almost... Oh no, he owns 2 towns. Yeah, 2 towns and a castle. He probably won't join us considering he's rich. But yeah, the West has 3 towns and a castle left. Yeah, we just took Atricon here. And I'm going to save and I'll be back once we're talking to that lord, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. Is he willing to join us here? No, sadly he's not. I was hoping he was, but we do only have 1.5 mil. So he's not particularly enticed in money-wise. So obviously we'll be back once we're sieging... Oh yeah, Sevic's still heading to Poros. They're sieging Ronti. What are they doing? Mechalovian, Atricon. They've already took Atricon, so... Oh, no, that, actually. Yeah, so if we take both of those fiefs, that's going to push the Battanians back. I'm back once we're sieging Gionica, but we're going to quickly do this vote, obviously. Ooh, Archios is going to get it. Yeah, I don't mind Archios getting it. And we'll be back once we're sieging Gionica, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. On the way, we found 400-man army, which we're actually going to fight here. We should just be able to easily crush them here. Obviously, it's 400 versus a massive force, but we can obviously go ahead and see. It should go pretty well, though, I would imagine.
On my command!
Ooh. Oh, yeah, we're defending a village, aren't we? I was kind of surprised it was a village, but yeah, we're defending a village. Yeah, they've got a very small force compared to us.
Move! Arc loose from forward! Horsemen, forward! Troops!
Yeah, we can just go ahead and charge the missile cav. Ooh, there's actually a lord there. Oh, I didn't know they were things that can't be walked through. Well, rode through, should I say, because we're on horseback. Ooh, I'm kind of getting led into a big group of men, but we should just be able to take them here. Because it's not like they've really got much going for them. They've got obviously no numbers, and I'm pretty sure we're more elite than they are. They've actually got quite a nice position here.
Forward! Move! Cavalry!
I don't think cavalry is going to really do that much for us here.
Soldier, dismount!
I really don't think cavalry is going to really do that much for us here. It's quite a close-up, annoying battle for us. Kind of fighting. So I think it's just worth having a massive amount of infantry. Because if we have more infantry than they do men, that's obviously going to be great here. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, a lot of the cavalry are now starting to meet the infantry lines. I think we're going to advance. Yeah, we're going to wait just a little bit longer.
Raise your forward!
Yeah, now we're just going to advance here. Because the archers can fire. Not amazingly, not the best I would hope for, but they can still fire.
Forward! Forward! Turn to enemy!
So if we can get our infantry line set up, we can just charge them here.
Attack!
Yeah, and this should go pretty well here. If I get them in a line formation, they might charge a little bit more organised. Yeah, we should just crush them though. We've got a lot of elite men. I just thought bulking the infantry would be probably a smarter idea, because cavalry... I just see cavalry crashing everywhere in the trees and stuff, and it's probably a pretty bad position for cavalry. But just getting 150 infantry to just absolutely destroy their full force seems like a smart option. Yeah, this is obviously going very well here. We're absolutely just demolishing them. Yeah, we're really demolishing them. Obviously, I didn't assume they'd get many kills, but if we can get our archers up here now. We shield wall. Get the archers advanced up here a little bit more. Oh, our archers are going to be a little bit in the danger zone. We're going to just turn all of our cavalry into normal men. But yeah, we're just holding the shield wall and crushing them. We can even probably charge here. Just surround them again. Once we surround them, they should just die out. They should die out very well here. Yeah, but they've got even more reinforcements here. They've got absolute peasants though. Which is obviously, it's looking very good if one of their big armies that are left to the west is peasants. Well, obviously the tier 2s, but tier 2s against tier 6s are just nothing. They've literally got 9 kills. We've got 20 times their kills. That's actually insane here. Yeah, we're absolutely just demolishing here. And I think that's probably their final wave. I'm just gonna put them in a line formation, charge everybody. And they're actually retreating their remaining men. We're just gonna get whatever men we can to mount. And charge. Because they're retreating now. They've got 30 men retreating. I don't know why we think that we should just let them leave with 30 men. Yeah, because we managed to kill quite a few of them that are retreating now. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it with the rest of them. Yeah, and we're just freeing all the lords here. We need to take... We'll just take the prisoners, obviously. We're not going to take the infantry, because we don't want them. And obviously we'll be back on Decision not Poros, Ionica, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're obviously launching assault on Ionica here. They've got a pretty decent force defending here, because obviously it's all garrison currently. They do have one ballista, but besides that, they just have normal men, which obviously we can go ahead and crush them.
Infantry!
We're gonna obviously just charge up these ladders. Then we're gonna combine the archers and set them obviously loose formation right at these ladders. That's gonna help us just get up here, and it's obviously gonna be great. But it does actually look like the army that was sieging Poros has actually reinforced Ionica, which isn't great. It's definitely not great. It would be better if they went ahead and sieged Poros, we won all 3 towns, and then there's just one castle left. They might actually push this down. Ooh, they actually didn't push the ladders down. Where are our infantry? There are our infantry trying to flood in here. That's actually pretty good. We managed to get a free kill, basically. And we almost killed one of their infantrymen. Yeah, we're getting decent-ish kills here, especially if we get some reinforcements.
Sergeant! So follow your sergeant! In fact, take over control!
Are all of the men just not doing anything?
Infantry! Charge!
I've got no clue what they're doing here. They just don't know how to climb ladders, obviously. We're gonna have to try and just do something here. Because we can't just sit around. But at the same time, we can't really just run through their full town single-handedly. I can try, but I don't think it will work. I am actually getting a pretty good amount of kills here. We're cutting through a lot of their archers. Yeah, we've managed to cut through 20 of their men. Which is definitely not bad, cutting through 20 of their men. 20 of their men is not bad, especially considering they seem pretty high tier. Ooh, they're actually getting reinforcements fast. Do we still have... Yeah, we do have men on the wall still. Ooh, we need to be very careful here. Because like 1 or 2 arrows here will end me right now. Which we are doing pretty well. We could probably now win this if I die, considering the amount of kills I've got. But obviously we've got more chance of winning this with less losses if I actually get some kills and stay alive here. I'm getting a lot of kills. They're just charging the archers right at us. Which isn't bad. Yeah, I don't know why they have so many archers on that wall, but it's working out here. We've almost got 50 kills here. With 50 kills in a siege isn't too bad. Yeah, I think they've really exhausted their men here. They're definitely not doing bad. They've got 35 kills, but considering it's a siege... Oh, I got shot there. Considering it's a siege, they are doing bad because they're meant to have double our kills. Ooh, I'm not sure if they're breaking us or we're breaking them. I think they're breaking us here. Yeah, most of our men are now reinforcements. The good thing is we do have a battering ram. If we didn't have a battering ram, we'd be in danger. But it looks like we're in danger because none of our men are using the battering ram. We've got a perfectly good battering ram in here, and nobody's using it. As I say that, some of the men actually start using their brains and start using the battering ram. Yeah, we managed to break through the center here. If we can break through fully... Yeah, we broke through fully in the center here. We've got about 30 men in the walls. They've got about 60 men. But we can just flood all of our infantry through the main gate, but we're just not. What are we doing? We're just running back and forth between the ladder and the gate here. Yeah, what are our men doing? It's not even like we're holding the gate. We're just running back and forth. I guess they're charging at us, so we're both being stupid, and our stupidity is working out. Kind of. We are getting a lot of kills on them. We are about even on kills now, which we outnumber them, so that's good for us. We need to just crush them here. We're just pushing up the ladders and then running back to push. What are we doing here? We're not even climbing the ladders or entering the gate. The gate's wide open. We're just slowly letting them trickle out and kill them. Both sides are being extremely stupid here. But somehow I managed to pick up more kills and win. Yeah, it looks like a few men have stopped being stupid here. But yeah, they're just getting outnumbered. I've really got no clue what we're planning, what we're doing here. Like, we just let them retake the gate and we're trying to take the wall, I think. How are we picking up so many kills? That definitely makes sense. We've got the gate wide open and we're trying to take the ladders. The harder side. And then there's some men in this siege. That was one of the worst AI sieges I've seen. The gate's wide open and you don't go through the gate, you go up the ladders. What was our men doing? We won anyway. And we didn't take too many losses there. Could have been a lot worse. We could have took 700 losses and lost. We have got 400 men, which I'm going to take about 170 men out the garrison here. I'll be back once I've donated them. Oh, actually, how many men can I keep? Oh, there, I can up my men by about 40. Yeah, so we'll be back once the garrison's down to probably 250. And we've got the vote, and then we'll siege something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. We're going to actually siege Onika instead. So we're going to siege that first, and then we can siege Poros. We're giving Zionica to... Ooh, we're going to give it to him, which isn't too bad, considering he owns a town and a castle. I think he deserves it. He's been with us for a long time here. So him getting Zionica, he's actually getting both the capitals of both of the Empire factions here. And that's obviously pretty good, and I'll be back onto a... Actually, I'm not even going to skip, we're just going to launch the assault the second we can here. Yeah, so we're just going to launch the assault straight away here. We're going to take this fief. Then we're going to take Poros, and then I think we might end up the episode there. And obviously we can start the next episode destroying Battania here. That's obviously going to be, hopefully, pretty good. But we can obviously go ahead and see. But I am definitely excited for wall sales. Obviously, at the time of recording this, it's still a while away. But I think when this gets posted, it's going to be pretty soon here. I think it's definitely going to be pretty soon. But like, war sales, I'm excited for war sales. Obviously, ships and stuff. I'm excited to see how, obviously, battles and stuff will go. Because it has to work, obviously, because there's no point in putting a feature that doesn't work. So I'm excited how the ships and stuff will actually work in the battles and stuff. And also, I'll wonder if it's really how laggy it's going to be. Why are they undo what I've just told them to do? And we just lost like a massive chunk of our force here. They do have one catapult, which I do normally make sure they don't have, so it's a little bit bad, but at the same time we outnumber them an insane amount. They've only got 400 men, so we should just be able to easily sweep the walls here. If they push this, is actually insane. Yeah, I assume we couldn't. Yeah, obviously if we can get the ladders up, if they don't push the other side, then they won't be able to push them at all. Ooh, I'm getting shot at the side here by that crossbowman, which isn't good, because if I go down, that's going to be very bad to the battle. We need to charge the men, but I don't see them climbing up the ladder. Yeah, it looks like they're actually starting to climb now. I'm taking a lot of damage. I took half my health just on the ladder. We're going to have to break through here. Because I'm dead. I think I'm dead either way. I think it's whether I die, maybe getting a kill or two, or if I just die. Ooh, I did manage to get like 3 kills here. Which isn't a lot, but it's still a few kills. And it does look like our archers dispersing, but we might still be able to take the wall quite quickly here. That's obviously very bad that I died straight away though. But I was just getting shot by like 3 or 4 archers just on the ladder here. Which obviously is not good in a position like that. Because I was gonna die either way. I think I kind of pushed it a little bit too early. I should wait for them to get a little bit closer. But either way, we are crushing them here. And obviously that's going to be Onika Castle taken. And with that, we just need to take 2 towns, which one of them's already getting taken here. We're kind of taking the gate here. I don't know why we're leaving these few archers just on the walls being able to take shots. We are just wiping all of their reinforcements. It does look like we're finally getting our force maybe to push up here and kill them. We've got a few men, but it looks like we're just riding back down there. Yeah, we've got men in here, but there's not... I don't know why we've just got some men stood on the stairs here. Did we actually lose the wall here? I think we actually lost the wall to them. I think we somehow managed to lose the wall to them. We still have a few men, I think. But I think for the majority, we lost the wall. We've still got elite men to take the wall back, but they just managed to hold it. Like, magically hold it. We should be able to take it with that little force there. They're kind of just holding it with numbers here, but we are breaking them. Yeah. And that's obviously probably the victory here. Yeah, they don't have any more reinforcements. These top sections for archers, I think, are finally going to fall here. Yeah, that side goes ahead and falls. This side's retreating, and that's basically the victory here. There's one last troop left. Yeah, that's the victory. And now we just need to take Poros, because I'm pretty sure that town is going to get lost. I'm going to upgrade while I'm sieging Poros and stuff, but I'm pretty sure the town that we're currently sieging is basically lost. Which is obviously very good for us. We can pillage this. 170 men isn't too bad. We can go ahead and siege Poros now. Yeah, Ronti's getting sieged by 1,700 men plus another 700 reinforcements, and they've got 500 men left. So they're getting sieged by about 2,000 men, and they've got 500 men left. Then all we do is finish off Battania, and then the campaign's obviously done here. But I'll be back once we're ready to siege Poros, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We literally just took Ronti here, which is pretty good. And I've just realised while we were waiting, obviously destroying all the catapults and stuff so we can siege here, all of the garrisons actually started out, which is about 300 men, which is obviously very, very nice here. All we need to do, obviously, is just break the last two catapults. We're going to quickly swap to this. Does Typhonop's not own anything? He only owns Hegate Castle. We're going to give it to him. He only owns a castle, which 200 influence isn't too bad. He only owns a castle, which now he owns a town. He's going to be a lot better. And now we just need to take that last catapult down. They've got 400 men at the final fief of the Western Empire. The West is going to die this episode. Yeah, it's the final fief of the Western Empire. We just need to crush them here. They've got 400 men. And once the West is dead, they're gone. And it's just Battania versus us, which I don't mind us versus Battania because we've got 3 times the clans. I think we've got like 4 or 5 times the land. And we're a lot richer. Obviously, this 2-front war I wasn't really scared of. Because it went from, I think, a 4-front war not that long ago. Well, actually, I think it went from a 5-front war to, in about 5 episodes, being a 2-front war. Because obviously we killed the Khuzaits in the south quite quickly. And then we just wiped Vollandia with our full might. And then the West crumbled quite quickly with all of our strength.
Infantry!
But obviously with this being the final fief, the West is now going to be gone. Then once Battania is gone, I'm not too sure. I'm considering either just taking a small break, because I think this campaign will probably be done like a week before War Sales comes out. So I might just take the week off. And then I can just instantly start recording War Sales. Or I might post a weird... Well, not a weird, but like just a random campaign where it's like... Just... I've got like max stats or something and we can see how much we can conquer before War Sales comes out. I know, I'm considering. Obviously, I'll let you know once I decide. Well, I'll let you know once the campaign's done and I decide. But obviously, the campaign isn't done quite yet. Battania's still got 10 towns. I think like 15 castles or something like that. They've still got a lot of land. A lot of land that I would happily take off them. Apparently he's just not taking damage. Yeah, this is very nice. I'm picking up some kills here, which I didn't actually manage to do last time. Plus we've got some men reinforcing us on the wall, so we can just take this wall off them. They've got barely any men holding it. And any men they do have holding it is pretty weak men. Because they've got a few parties worth of men. Like, I think they have like 80 men in parties, but besides that, they've only got some militia. Which, we all know what happens to militia when they're trying to hold the town against very elite men. They just get crushed. But I think right now they've mainly got... Yeah, they've got 12 militia, but the rest they've mainly got their parties out. Which is smart to use their stronger men to hold the walls at first. But it's not going to matter, because they're going to die either way. I could probably just about wipe this. If I was in the town, and they fought me slowly, I could probably wipe their current force completely. I definitely could on horseback, considering it's militia. I definitely could on horseback. I'm not too sure about a sound siege, I was going to say. yeah, I'm not too sure about a town siege. But obviously we can go ahead and see. And obviously this lord's about to die if he doesn't stop shielding. He's just continuously shielding, which obviously I can't get a single hit in. That guy doesn't have the privilege of having good shield though. He finally went down after stopping shielding. That's the problem with the AI, is a lot of the time if you just swing at them, they just hold their shield out. Which I guess is probably the wisest choice. But at the same time, your shield's eventually going to break. Then after that, what you're going to do, just die. It's just a bit annoying that they don't even go for a swing back, they just shield. It does make sense, but it is obviously quite a bit annoying. Especially when you're on foot. If you're on horseback, sometimes they try and get a bit aggressive. But when you're on foot, they barely ever do. Oh, we actually body blocked there. Yeah, we are crushing the men. Which, obviously, the more they just die out, the better. I might be able to get to 50 kills here. Maybe. I normally try and get high kills in battles. Because obviously it just helps out the battle a lot. If I get 50 kills, that's 50 kills. And obviously, if you get 50 kills, say those 50 men would get 30 kills. You can technically end up saving a lot of lives by getting 30 kills. Or 50 kills, sorry. Because if the 50 kills got 30 kills, then those 30 men that they would have killed might have got like 40 kills. So you end up saving probably about like 80 of your own men by getting 50 kills. Which is obviously quite good. I'm actually getting 46. Can I maybe get 4 more with a bow here? I might be able to get like 2 more. Maybe. Oh, I managed to get 2 more. I can't get the last 2 sadly though. So we didn't get to 50 kills, but we still got 48, which isn't too bad. Plus now the West is dead here. And I think this is probably going to be a shorter episode, but I don't think it's too bad having a little bit of a shorter episode here. And with a little bit of a shorter episode, once those last 2 men do retreat, we are obviously going to... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end off the episode here. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I just wanted to kind of get the West dead this episode. And we can obviously figure out what we're doing with Battania next episode. So, obviously, we're going to free the Lords here. And obviously, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more. I actually forgot to upgrade that. And obviously, the West is dead now. So, obviously, in the next episode, we'll be doing stuff against Battania. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and wait for the Poros vote here. And I think we might launch the assault on that castle there. But we're going to head over here anyway while we're waiting for the vote. And the second the vote pops up, we're going to be gone, obviously. But we've got quite a lot of land. And we can probably finish up Battania soon-ish. So, that's obviously not too bad. But, like I said, I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing. And we've got the vote here, which is obviously very nice. But obviously, I do really... Like, honestly, I really do appreciate everybody watching. And thanks for watching. Peace.